good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I was scrolling in bed for a couple days and I had this 3-day weekend and nothing to do. And my mom called and she said she had some errands for me to run with her. Again, I think this is just a vlog channel for errands with my mom. I was gonna go run my own errands. My car makes that noise, okay? I was gonna run my own errands and go find like some scrunchies for my hair since I haven't retwisted it. I don't know how and I don't think I'm willing to learn right now. I don't feel like learning. And I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A and take myself on a solo date. I might still do that, but she ordered online her food and she thought they were gonna deliver it. They didn't deliver it, so I'm gonna go pick her up and take her to get her food, and she doesn't live near me. Okay, let's go. All I needed was a car ride and some Beyonce to be undepressed. Okay, bye. I got lip gloss. Yeah, say lip gloss.
Okay, what? Oh, okay.
These are lip glosses. I can't play much, but I got some scrunchies because I need scrunchies and I'm always losing scrunchies. I'm really in need of more mascara because the one I have is out, so we need to go for mascara. And I said I was gonna get more lashes. So my mom was kind enough to take me to Five Below. Well, technically I took her because I was driving, but we went to Five Below because that's where I was gonna stop anyway. That was my original plan, and she paid for all my stuff. So I'm gonna show y'all what I got. Fruit snacks that I opened them in the car, okay? Coke Zero. So for like 2 years now, I was not drinking any kind of pop because I'm from the Midwest, so I'm gonna say pop. I think I've acclimated so much to Houston that I say soda. That's neither here nor there. I stopped drinking pop for like 2 or 3 years, and then I think I've become so stressed in many ways of life, I've reverted back to bad habits like eating fast food, candy every single day. Like, y'all have heard this before from me, but pop has also become a thing that I constantly am buying. Clearly today that was not happening, but I've gone down, I've gone back. Y'all can't even see me. Y'all like my Cowboy Carter shirt? And then from Five Below, I got these scrunchies. I showed y'all in the store. Okay, I got that in the store. I got this lip liner because when I use liner, it's usually the eyeliner and I just use it and I always find it to be too dark. I don't know, maybe I'm just nervous about looking like a bad, but this is the lip liner by LA Colors, I think. Color Icon. Wet n Wild. Okay, I just said a whole bunch of brands. This is Wet n Wild's lip liner in the shade Brandy Wine. These scrunchies, I'm constantly losing scrunchies. I heard it could thin your locks if you use too many scrunchies or like too frequently, so I try not to do it too much, which is also why I lose them, until I decide to retwist my hair or get my mom to do it. I've never gotten a perfume from Five Below, but I know other people did. You did perfume? Odd day perfume? I don't know French, but I know there's levels to perfume where there's like kind that's like basically it's just alcohol and it doesn't last, which I don't really even know what the point of that is. Like, is it perfume then parfum? Like, girl, let's stop reading it because they could be lying, and let's smell it. I wish I would have smelled it first, but I didn't want to buy more of the more expensive ones in there that they have. It smells like bathroom air freshener, but it's fine. I have been watching the morning show on Apple TV. I don't know if I could pay for my subscription for next month. I'll try because I'm finally on season 2. When it first came out, and it was before the pandemic, like 2019, I was obsessed with that show because at the time I was kind of obsessed with Reese Witherspoon and with Jennifer Aniston. And if you know me, you know I love Jennifer Aniston. I am a Friends lover. I'm a living single lover. Let's not get into that whole thing. But either way, I love all of them, and I have started watching the morning show. Then I stopped because I couldn't get into season 2, but I am trying to get into season 2 now because Nicole Bahari is on season 3 or 4, and y'all know me, I love Nicole Bahari. Like, I cannot wait to work with her one day, and I'm not gonna say I want to work with her. We are going to work together. We're speaking all of our dreams and things into existence. And also, y'all, I was so sad because Kennedy Ryan came out with a book. Well, she didn't come up with the book. She released her book Score by Kennedy Ryan. It's part 2 of like her Hollywood Renaissance series that she has going on, and I was like, oh, I can't afford to get the book right now. I remember I have Spotify Premium and they include audiobooks in their subscription thing. I'm on chapter 2 and it's good. I love Black writers and Black anything really, but I especially love Black female authors. I feel like I need to get more into Black men and how they write to see the differences. I love a good compare and contrast. Kennedy Ryan especially, she has a way of making you feel like you are in the book and you are like not even like a third party and you're not the characters, but this is like you're living, this is here, you are there and you're feeling all these feelings. Like, so many times I have found myself cheesing at her book. When I meet Kennedy Ryan, it's because I wrote my own best-selling book and we're on a book tour together. Okay, we're back, and so far I have eaten 1 rib, potato salad, drink a Coke. I'm full. Oh, and I had Skittles, okay? I had Skittles. And guess what I discovered in my bag that I keep forgetting to charge? It's dirty too. Is it gonna work? Oh, it's not on. Okay, wait. If I really did have to tase somebody, I would have been gone because look how slow. It's so dirty and sticky and nasty. Okay, ready? Break yourself full. I don't want to touch the top in case it's like still charged. Well, I don't know if it works because I haven't had to tase anybody. I got this out of a gas station like 2 years ago. I don't want to keep saying I'm broke. I am not speaking that into existence. I am saying that right now, like everybody else in the economy, just like a lot of people in the economy right now in the United States of America, I am going through a rough time financially. I think a lot of you, some of you, people that are still watching, people from like when I first started my channel or even in the middle when I was going through my debt-free journey, I decided I didn't want people in my finances anymore because it was embarrassing. People have opinions. Sometimes you just make dumb choices and you don't want anybody to question those choices, and that's me. So I was like, I'm not gonna do any more budget with me videos. I'm not gonna do any more like, here's how much I'm in debt, blah, blah, blah. I paid off all of my consumer debt last year. I got my taxes because I had them like take out extra. Don't question it. I had them take out extra, and then I paid off all of my consumer debt. Then my dad passed away. Like I was building my savings up after I paid off all that stuff. I had to go back home twice and buy 3 round-trip tickets because my mom at the time, she needed to be at the funeral too. That's her ex-husband, you know. She needed to go see him. They were married for like 15 years. They had to go do that, and then I had to come back home. You know, when I'm traveling away in this city that is my hometown, I don't have a home base anymore. I don't have a place to stay. I don't have food already in the fridge. While I'm going through helping plan for the funeral, even though I wasn't really there to plan for the funeral, my stepmom and my aunts and uncles did that. Helping with that, donating to that so we can have a proper funeral for him. Being in the city and having to get food for myself that entire time I was there. Also knowing that I didn't have any PTO at work and wasn't able to have that piece of income for the days that I missed. So all of that happened in like a 2-month time span. So right after I paid off all of my credit cards, I had to use them again because my father died. And that was something that I had been anticipating. Not in like a, oh, I can't wait for this to happen, but it's like he had been sick for a couple of years now. For my entire life, he had diabetes when I was like 6 or 7. But he had been sick and we had been, like, you could tell, we knew it. And I have a whole vlog about being back home for that weekend because that's something now that I look back at. It felt good to be home. And I don't really talk about it a lot outside of this. Like I talk about my dad to people in my life that I talk to every day because he was my dad. This entire year I could feel myself spiraling and I could feel myself making the dumbest decisions I have like ever made when it comes to money. And now here I am a year later. I moved into a place where I'm renting a room and I'm not with my family all the time, which is fine. I had the opportunity to catch up financially, I guess I could say. So that's where we are now, trying to advance financially because it feels like for me, being in Houston is a medical center that's known for oil and gas, and I am in neither one of those. So that leaves me with a master's in marketing and a bachelor's in psychology. What is it, fighting for my life, I guess? That leaves me in a very peculiar predicament. I've done internships. When I got the master's, it was online. That was the point of me getting it, so that I could access these internships to be able to go ahead and try to advance myself in the career and gain experience. No luck, no dice, no right. I've been applying to jobs for 2.5 years now. I work as a teaching assistant for a preschool right now. I don't really talk about my work online because if I say some crazy stuff online, I don't need anybody coming to look for me. That's why I try not to say crazy stuff. Don't know what to do in my career. Logically, people will be like, oh, you've been at that job for almost 3 years now. Why not become a teacher? Them kids are beating my ass, okay? I don't want to do that for the next number of years. I don't know if I want to do it. Sometimes I think I do because I did call the alternative certificate or certification program to see if I was going to be able to do it, and I have a bachelor's so I could do it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to go try to work at like a different school to see like if my experience at this school is entirely different so I can know for sure. And I was just like, one day I was like, what if I actually don't want to do this? But then I also second guess myself and wonder if it's me self-sabotaging. This is where a therapist would come in very handy, but I can't afford a therapist. Anyway, then I thought about nursing. We talked about that on my channel before in my, I think it's Antoinette's Tired of Poverty video, or I'm Tired of Poverty. I talked about that where I could do nursing, I could do an accelerated bachelor. Well, actually no, I can't do anything accelerated. For as many people that know me think I'm a scholar, I don't know. I'm an imposter. I'm trying. I tried in school. So when I thought about teaching, I was like, oh, I could do that. And it's still on the table, but I think I'm just really nervous about choosing something and then absolutely hating it. Because like I said, I'm kind of burnt out. These kids are beating my ass. But on the other hand, I love the kids. Like when I see them learning, a bunch of the kids that I work with, I met them when they were 2.5 coming into our classroom. And now a lot of them are 5 and 6 because I've been working there for 3 years. The math adds up, okay? And before, they didn't know how to read, they didn't know how to write. Some of them were still being potty trained. And now these kids are here reading books to me, writing. I have one little girl, she learned to draw. Like I've been teaching her how to like draw the stuff that I know. So she's like, oh, can you draw for me, Miss Antoinette, blah, blah, blah. That fulfills me. But then I thought about nursing because I was like, oh, more stable, higher pay, and I could go into many different sectors, be, I don't know, like be stable, like be financially stable, and also go into psych because my original bachelor's is in psych. Go into L&D, I can be like a midwife in the future if I want to go do that. I could do all these things with nursing, or I could do all these things with teaching, but what's stopping me is I don't want to really do these things. But it's just interesting how I've been like stopping myself from pursuing anything else, it feels like. It's just interesting to me to be here now and like trying to reflect and trying to be a good person and try to just pick myself up every day and go out and do stuff, feeling like, yeah. So you may see me become a nurse, you may see me become a teacher, you may see me become a social worker, but no matter which path I take to stability, I will be making movies. I will be doing all that. Like I speak it into existence every day. So if you see me say it in every single video, that's because the manifestation is real. It will be real. I'm getting close to y'all so I can tell y'all to your face. You will see me. We're gonna crochet. First up, I have this little yarn needle, sewing needle, whatever. I don't know what I have, but it's something. So I just started crocheting. I just started learning how to crochet like a month ago because I've been doing it. I started last year on Juneteenth and I gave up, and now I've been trying to do it. It's supposed to be a granny square, but you could probably see where I got confused. It's not gonna focus. Look at my like beautiful hand.
So this is how I make one slip knot.
Okay, I know how to make a slip knot. The kids at work know how to make a slip knot. This is me crocheting. I'm making single crochets.
Hello to you. You ask me where I'm from. I ask you what you do. You somehow yes, we can be together, but you got away from me.
Here we go. It looks exactly like the girl. I'm excited, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all quickly. This was supposed to be a star. This is what I came up with, okay? The way I'm stitching, it's very tighter. It used to be loose. Like compared to this, quickly you can see here my computer chair that has gone over yonder. I need to buy another one, but I can't. So you can see the nut and bolt right there. I'm probably gonna try to look on Amazon to see if we have more nuts and bolts for this chair so I can fix it. Hello, it's me again on a Tuesday night. I am overstimulated AF, but I am going to light a candle and we're gonna journal together. Am I gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna journal? No, because that's private. It's a candle that I got from HEB. It's called Saltwater Kiss to turn my brain off and to reset. I've had the same journal for the past 6 years, and I read some of it a couple of days ago and I was like, damn, everything in there is painful. So sometimes I like change it or switch things up and look for a prompt to journal about, just to like not always be negative and just like write those negative thoughts down, and instead try to write like manifestations or write something positive, just to have that on paper as well. Because Michael Jackson, I know Octavia Butler, they wrote down things that they wanted to be, things that they wanted to accomplish, right? That's a form of manifestation. Or, you know, if you believe in other things. I was like, what if every time I'm always writing like so negatively, it's me manifesting and bringing forth more negativity? We're not gonna let that happen anymore. They're from Dollar Tree, my favorite store in the entire world. Maybe let's read the instructions. Y'all can see that I found one. I'm hot, so we're gonna make this fast. Okay, who is a black woman you look up to? Write about why she inspires you and how her example has influenced your journey. I feel like I've written about Danagara in my journal a couple times, and I'm gonna write about her right now because they want to know. Well, that's the prompt. There's no they that wants to know, okay? The black woman inspires me as Danagara. I fell in love with her watching Walking Dead. Okay, I'm Anyway, hello? Alright, now we're back. I really enjoy those of you that have joined this community and are watching my videos, and maybe you feel the same way, you have some of the same thoughts, or you can relate to me in some way. I am not, okay, I'm not gonna stay humble. If I blow up, I'm not gonna be humble. But also, I feel like I could just never be the kind of person that is like uppity, or people think that now actually, and I don't even come with the coin. The money's gonna change me basically. That is it. I'm 28 right now, and I'm signing out because I'm sleepy. Peace.